this program does work. I've tried several, and this is the only one that works. And I've kept the weight off for almost 8, 9 months, and it's now routine. Once it becomes a habit, you can't change it. So I'm happy, 100%.
Okay, guys, it's Dr. Ryan, and today we're going to talk with a patient of mine who's been with the clinic for about a year, and this is Nico. Nico is going to tell us a little bit about his experience working with me. Nico, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself first, where you
Okay,
live, what you
sure,
do, some
sure.
hobbies.
Yeah, sure. So I'm in Medford, Oregon. I'm an entrepreneur, always busy, busy lifestyle. It's hard to keep everything going and have time to do everything else. And
Mm,
I looked at other programs, and I got on them, but I never had success with them. And then of course I found you guys on Facebook. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. It's never worked before, but I thought, you know what, I think I want to give it a try, and that's what I did.
Okay,
And
so why don't take a step back with that? So it sounds like
yeah,
you tried a couple of different programs. What were you trying to solve exactly?
the main thing I was trying to solve was to lose weight. That was the main thing. I do some exercise outside. I'm always outside. We're outdoors in Oregon, so we do get some exercise and stuff. But the main thing, I could never get rid of my stomach and the weight. I thought, oh my gosh, I got to get rid of this. And every time I try, I couldn't.
Okay. And what were the biggest roadblocks that you had with other programs? Like what did you do with them that I mean, I'm sure there's some successful components of them, but what was it about those programs that made you not be successful?
Well, they would do a deal too where they would draw a little bit of blood. They wouldn't do a full test like you guys did to check everything, and they draw a little bit of blood and they give you some medicine and this and that, but it never worked. And I kept on it for 6 months, and another one I kept on for another 6 months, and a third one for 3 months, and every time I might lose 2 or 3 pounds, but I never lost the weight like I did now.
Okay. Okay. Well, good. So really it was primarily about physique change and perhaps some
Yep.
energy and you know, finding something that was effective. Okay. So how exactly did you find out about us?
I found out about you guys through Facebook.
Hmm.
And that's kind of where I seen you guys. I thought, you know what? I see a good testimony. It seemed like good people. I want to give it another try.
Okay. And was there anything outside of the testimonials after meeting with the team and myself that made you say, okay, this is the right decision? Because if I recall correctly, we did a initial consult and then you had the opportunity to join the clinic.
Yes, yes. Everything was great. When I talked to you guys and seen all the testimonies, I said, you know what? This sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Okay, good. So after joining the program, what are some of the changes that you noticed in your physique as well as overall health? And before you
Yeah,
answer that, I do want to kind of just show a
yeah.
couple of changes you made.
Sure, sure.
So, as you mentioned, losing weight was a big deal. When you came
Yeah,
to me, you were just at 220, and we were
yeah,
able to, in pretty quick work, within about 4 months or so, 3, 4 months, we're able to get you down almost 35 pounds, right?
yep.
From 219 to 185. And from what it seems, you've kept that weight off, and it's been quite sustainable for some time. So it's really amazing. And then when you look at your pictures, it's quite evident when you came to me, as you mentioned, you tend to carry
Yep.
a lot of weight around your waist right here. And we're able
Yep.
to uh, cut down
It's
that
even better than
dramatically.
that now.
Oh yeah, the side profile I think is a little bit better. You can see
Yeah.
kind of blend out there. A lot
Yeah.
of
I wanted to get rid of
facial
that.
lipo
That was
tissue.
not good.
And that unfortunately is the type of body fats that's most unhealthy, visceral body. Well, fat around your
Right.
abdomen, because many times you can get visceral fat associated with that, which is associated with heart disease, stroke, liver disease, etc. So, suffice to say, we made some pretty big changes. We lost close to 40 pounds, and we dropped your body fat percentage, which is good. Um,
Yes.
what are some of the changes you noticed outside of your physique changes while working with the program?
Well, a couple of different changes. Obviously, I got a little bit of muscle tone too, which is great.
Mhm.
And I
Good.
got not really quite a six pack, but it starts to show up a little bit, which is good for
Mhm.
me for my age. I don't need to be all solid muscles, but I feel good where I'm at. 'Cause I'm just was a skinny guy before, so now I'm a skinny guy again, which I like. One thing I really, really, really noticed, believe it or not, it cost a little bit of money for me, but I had to buy new pants twice. So I was 34 size waist. Then I thought, okay, I'll buy 32. I bought 32. Now I'm 30 waist. My waist is 30, and that's a skinny waist for a 6'1" guy. And it's a little harder finding pants, but I do find them in the cowboy store. I guess they work a little harder.
But it is one of the downsides that you will
Yeah.
probably have to get a new wardrobe, which,
Yep.
that's an additional cost, but most people don't seem to mind it that much.
Yeah. No, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Okay, and then what are some of the changes you saw in your business, and what are some of the changes that your family, friends, and colleagues noted about
Yeah, they all like it. They see I have a little bit more energy than what I had before. I'm always outgoing, outdoors, and yeah, just like to stay this way. And I do more activities, which is really good.
That's really good. So lots of
Yeah,
energy. If I recall correctly, you have, young children, and that's going to be
yeah,
important.
yeah. I have my youngest is 7,
Oh,
and
wow.
this
So,
year I'll be 60. So,
oh man. So you need that energy so you can
oh
get
yeah,
through
yeah,
high school and college, maybe to,
yeah,
watch her have kids. So that'd be great.
yeah.
So outside of the physique and the energy
Mhm.
and the wardrobe changes, were there any other benefits that came with
Yeah,
working?
there is. I mean, you got us started on more vegetable habits, right? Protein shakes and stuff. And then from protein shakes, I went to more celery and things that are good for you. And now it's a habit to have that before I have breakfast, lunch, dinner is to eat greens. And I've never done that before, but now it's a habit. I do it every day. I think that helps benefit to keep where I have to be at.
Yeah, your lab values improved, and if I recall correctly, your mobility improved a little bit. You had mentioned when you started you had some joint aches, joint
Yeah,
pains that kind of went away. A lot of people don't recognize this, but gluten is associated with many autoimmune conditions, and it can manifest as arthritis, right? And so,
yeah,
getting that out of your diet and putting in more greens and fruits and vegetables, as well as lean protein, can make a big difference. Okay.
right.
So why don't we
Yeah.
sum up by asking you what you would tell someone who's watching this testimonial and uncertain about joining the program? What would you tell that person?
I would tell that person, take the chance. It's well worth it. It's 100% worth it. If you want to feel better, this program does work. I've tried several, and this is the only one that works. And I've kept the weight off for almost 8, 9 months, and it's now routine. Once it becomes a habit, you can't change it. So I'm happy, 100%.
Perfect. Well, Nico, I'm really thankful to have you as a patient. I'm really
Yeah.
thankful again for you to talk about your experience with the clinic.
Okay. Well, thank you.